Wake up, everybody, because the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer just dropped, and I am calm. A beacon of dignity over here. Today we are checking out the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. Take a look at some of the story implications, add some speculation, and maybe talk about what this trailer might be hinting as far as other worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4. Carbon-based Banner, what did you think of the trailer? He really does have big feet. Now, this won't be a frame-by-frame analysis. I plan to go over a handful of key moments in the trailer and what I think they mean. So starting off, we get the reveal of Lost Masters, which is the name of the second story arc for Kingdom Hearts. The first one being the Dark Seeker Saga, which focuses on Xehanort, and this one will most likely focus on the Master of Masters and the Foretellers, teased at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. We get to see what is likely two of them at the end of the trailer overlooking Sora. We get some cryptic narration of not liking what the world you're in, so pick a new one. Has some parallels with leaving Destiny Islands in Kingdom Hearts 1, but also hints at Sora leaving Quadratum, the world we are currently in. Some quick shots of some foresty areas, which we'll go into later, and then the reveal of the new look of Sora, and my god, this poor boy looks like he's seen some things. What feels like a mix between Final Fantasy Versus 13 and Final Fantasy VII Remake, he looks legitimately older here, but later on we learn that it's only been Final Fantasy VII days since we got here. And I gotta say, I love this new look. I think it's really cool looking. I love this sort of peacoat kind of outfit he's got going on. Really awesome. We then get the reveal of Strelitzia, a character from the mobile game and the sister of Marluxia. She talks about how Quadratum is lively, but for them two specifically, it's more like an afterlife. So perhaps this is a normal world for a lot of people, but the end of the line for these two. A giant dark side Heartless attacks, which to me feels like a mixture of the dark side and Ansem's Guardian. It's clear this is not a normal occurrence for this world, as all these people are shocked to see this thing and are filming/running in terror. Then we get to the gameplay segment, which feels kind of like a faked vertical slice similar to the original Kingdom Hearts 3 reveal. There are some parts here that look like they were pulled from Kingdom Hearts 3, which would make sense as these are both Unreal Engine 4 games. And obviously a lot of the usual traversal indicators like wall running and jump points are not here. I'd imagine that in the actual game, you see spots here and here that would indicate flow motion that Sora jumps to. So it's kind of hard to tell if this is actual real gameplay. This grapple move here is brand new and looks like that might replace air stepping, but could also be more situational. Could maybe even be a PS5 DualSense thing here as well. Then we get this building slide, which was definitely ripped right from Final Fantasy 15, and what looks like a reaction command, and then this dope finisher, which does end a lot quicker than most Kingdom Hearts 3 finishers. Then the Master of Master warns us that if you leave this world, you might not be able to get back to yours. More on that later. Title treatment with some very new feeling music. We then get Donald and Goofy looking incredible in this lighting, searching for Hades. Seems like they're asking the god of the underworld for some help getting to Sora. Donald and Goofy ask Hades to kill them so that they can appear in Quadratum to help Sora. It's a nice lighthearted opening. And then you get to see Donald and Goofy in their new Quadratum looks. Now, other than that, we got word that this trailer is in Unreal Engine 4, but the game will be shifting to 5 real soon, and that Yoko Shimomura is coming back to score the game. Now, onto my speculation. I think that what we've seen here will all be from the game's opening. Sora starting out stuck in Quadratum and making his way back. We know that Riku also sets off to look for Sora and ends up in some kind of similar looking place, while both do encounter Yuzora. I believe what the Master of Masters said at the beginning is the key to how this game will work. Sora is stuck in Quadratum, and he'll be able to go to different worlds, but not necessarily the world of light. Donald and Goofy are trying to reach Sora directly and then help him get back. And then Riku and the others are looking for a way to connect the three of them back to the world of light, aka reconnect. This will possibly tie into the Master of Masters coming back to the world of light as well. Perhaps this game will feature sequences with Sora, Donald, and Goofy making their way through worlds to get back home, while Riku and the others are trying to open the way. This would allow SDG to visit various Disney worlds in a way that feels very important to the plot. But are they going to keep using Disney worlds? Yes, obviously we'll still have Disney worlds. They literally showed Olympus in this trailer, and maybe even one more. So yeah, I think Donald and Goofy's goal here is to use Hades to get them directly to Sora, so that they can kind of help him understand what's going on, and then the three of them can work their way back to the world of light. Donald and Goofy sort of sacrificing themselves to help Sora out, while the rest of the crew helps them from the other side. Now, we all saw this foresty area at the beginning of the trailer, but where actually is this? Quadratum has only ever been a large city with no nature-like settings. Now, this could all just be a tech demo to show off the new graphics, but take a look at this shot here. You can see this giant metal plate in the middle of the woods here. And if you ask me, it kind of looks like an AT-ST from Star Wars. Is this place actually a teaser for the Forest Moon of Endor? Now, adding Star Wars and Marvel worlds has always been a pretty far-fetched idea for Kingdom Hearts, but would actually be a perfect addition to give this game a huge marketing beat and introduce some really awesome worlds to explore. Imagine teaming up with Luke and Han on a post-Episode 6 Endor, or running through New York with a Spider-Man. Also, with this new look for Sora, it's no longer too far-fetched to imagine him running around with more realistic-looking characters. Granted, I think they did a good job of this in 3, but oh well. So yeah, that's what I think this game is going to look like. Start off in Quadratum, Donald and Goofy find a way to reach Sora, let him know what he has to do to get out, and then travel through worlds to get back to the world of light, reconnect with his friends, and allow the Master of Masters to return, setting the bigger plot in motion. I do think the Master of Masters is tricking him into getting back. I don't think this is actually a good thing that's happening. But whatever this game ends up as, I'm excited regardless, and I don't think we'll be waiting too long. The game has been in development for a few years now, so unless COVID or some dev complications got in the way, we should be seeing a lot more from this game in the coming months, such as the Tokyo Game Show in the fall. I honestly think, as if, you're not going to see this game until 2044. Look, I know you're all still recovering from 2013, but Kingdom Hearts 4 will be a much smoother development cycle. This team is much more experienced with this engine and console development. Plus, they're sticking with Unreal, one of the most dev-friendly options that they have, and all of the assets and work from Kingdom Hearts 3 will contribute to a much quicker turnover for Kingdom Hearts 4. And I really think we'll see this game in 2024. And those are my thoughts on the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. I'm really liking this darker, more dreary tone for KH4. It feels a lot closer to Kingdom Hearts 1 than we've ever been before, which is of course my favorite game in the series. It feels like Sora actually is in some real danger and doesn't actually know what's going on. I really like this direction. But if you agree or have any other ideas as to what's going on yourself, let me know in the comments below. But until then, Carbon-Based Bender, any last thoughts or ideas? The final Disney world will be Florida.